Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? Today is our weekly update. Every week we do a weekly update and a weekend update, and today is the weekly. So we got a lot of special things to talk about today. We got Elon Musk accidentally pumping Ordinals again. He came out, posted the NFT song from 2021, and it really like pumped things up to the point where some degens listed it over on BRC420 and crashed the marketplace. Absolutely amazing. That's why I love Ordinals, man. That's so awesome. We got Gate.io listing at ATOMARC, which is the Atomicals token that is over there. That'll be trading tomorrow. And so Unisat will also be listing the ARC20 tokens tomorrow. And I was just checking my wallet, and my ARC20 tokens are in the wallet that I put my words into, my Unisat wallet. It is amazing, guys. Everything is going perfectly with that. We're trading tomorrow, inscriptions in a few days, and on Saturday. We got so much to talk about, and let's get the show on the road. So let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What is up? Felt like I just saw you yesterday.
Yeah, man, dude, we've been putting in the work, bro. We put a live in last night, and we put in a video with Saturn yesterday, and it's awesome because we got news about Saturn dropping their V3 too. So we're getting into that.
Yeah,
that should be awesome.
Yeah, my hat's all crooked, but yeah, it's been busy. We love to do this, so it's, for us, it doesn't feel like hard work really. It's just more about just getting into it every day. And so, like you said, there's a lot of news actually. Surprisingly, even though like the markets are kind of slower over here, it's just there's just so much new stuff just popping up, and so it's weird. It's like, you got to be careful. You got to be careful during these kind of times, because everybody wants to pop something up and start their thing, and there's not going to be a bunch of winners in the end. So there's going to be some winners.
A lot of these protocols are going to fail. I mean, there's a new protocol dropping every freaking day. I mean, there's this XRC protocol that dropped today. I got to dig into that before we talk about it, but I don't really know much about it. But it's just like every single day there's a new protocol dropping. And I mean, Saturn yesterday with their rings protocol, and it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with, and it's something that it's really a full-time job to keep it going. But I this like you said though, like this gives me energy. Like my IRL job takes my energy away, and this type of stuff, it gives me energy. I love it. But it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, and XRC is actually inscriptions on Arbitrum is what it is. And so so Arbitrum pretty much is the chain that you're inscribing stuff, but it's integrating in with Twitter. So it has like literally your inscription is your post on your Twitter. And so Arbitrum's able to grab your username and then be able to inscribe it from that. So it's like free, right?
Whoa.
So yeah, so it's kind of crazy, right? Because I don't think they're hosting this database. I don't know. Like, I don't know too much about it. All I know is that's the route. It's almost kind of like a friends tech version of inscriptions a little bit is what it seems like, but we'll see what happens with that.
That could be why Arbitrum's price went to $1.50 today. Okay.
Maybe.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, maybe. But it's funny though, because like that is just how powerful ordinals are, and the inscription of ordinal, the ordinal inscription, just the concept of it's spread everywhere like a virus, right? Like and the maxis would probably be like, oh, did you hear him? He said virus. It is a virus, it's spam, blah, blah, blah. But no, it's a good virus. It's I don't know if there's a good virus, but
there is good viruses.
Yeah, well, there's good bacteria. I don't know about good viruses. So but the thing is that every chain is jumping on this meta, and I got into some back and forth with some laser eyes today, and it's just so crazy, like how like brainwashed and cultish they are, right? It's amazing, but it does seem to be kind of dwindling down in terms of how big that type of Bitcoin maxi group is, and so I like the more open-minded, the more like, yes, Bitcoin is the best, but there other things are good too, that type of mindset.
That's why I love ordinals, right? Like I can say like I'm messing around on Astar, I'm messing around on this chain or this chain, and I don't get no backlash from it, right? But if you're a maxi and you're playing around with anything besides Bitcoin, it's like, oh no. But like we're so open minded over here and so relaxed. It's just like we're all here for one reason, right? That's so our grandkids remember our name, right? So
Yeah.
that's all it's
And I
about.
think I think as long as you can, answer the question of like, after it's all said and done, what digital asset do you want everything to go into? What's your answer?
Oh, Bitcoin, 100%.
Right. So like we still have that fundamental like
Yeah,
understand, Bitcoin is the ultimate like number one currency,
yeah,
but other stuff is good. Other stuff is okay. There's other stuff is bad too. You got to kind
yeah,
of sift it off to where you're not just so close minded to where you're just like everything else is a S coin. I'm not going to
yeah,
cuss because we can't
yeah.
cuss on our channel anymore. But yeah, so that's my perspective on it. And I think as time goes on, those boomers are gonna, boomer mentality at least
Yeah.
is gonna fade out. And everybody's adults, they can know, like we just said, we know that the ultimate game is to get everything into Bitcoin, right? So I don't know why that's a bad, that's a
Yeah,
good fundamental to have, and I don't
yeah,
know why anybody would argue against that, right? So
yeah. And to your point, like everything I do is to get more Bitcoin. When I play around on Astar, it's to eventually trade that in for Bitcoin. When I play around on different chains, it's just to get more Bitcoin. When I go to my IRL job, it's just to get more Bitcoin, pay my bills and get more Bitcoin. Like everything I do is just to get more Bitcoin. And then, if someone has a problem with with that, what people are doing over here to try and get more Bitcoin, then that's ridiculous because that's the game everyone's playing. Okay, yeah, we're taking some satoshis and putting some images on there. We're taking some satoshis and putting like an Ord logo on there, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? None of that matters. And in 300 years, like will this stuff be here? It will because it's all on Bitcoin. So it's just like
yeah.
it doesn't matter what you say or do. It's just this is
It's
we're
a
all
it's
playing
a
the
it's
same
a
game.
hierarchy complex is what they
Yeah,
have, right? They got into Bitcoin early, and they probably still hold a lot of their Bitcoin, and
yeah,
but they've sold some of it into fiat. Let's be real, some of them have, and they've bought in houses or whatever with it,
yeah,
but they feel like they're better, and they feel like because they got in early, like that they should benefit from that, and no one else should. But
yeah.
that's not how Bitcoin works, and
No,
that's not why it was created. So they can
yeah.
kiss my AWS on that. Um, all right, well, let's jump into this first topic, and I'll let you kind of lead the way because I didn't know about this.
Yeah, it happened yesterday. Gate.io put out I want to say about 18 hours ago at this point. They put out a tweet that says Gate.io schedules new listing. Atom ARC will be trading, and it commences at 7 a.m. December 27th UTC, which is, I want to say, it already happened. Yeah, it already happened. 7 a.m. UTC. Yeah, it definitely already happened. So it's live right now, trading on Gate.io, and I don't have a Gate.io account, but this could be a way for me because I don't want to spend $14,000 on Atom. This could be a way to me to get some Atom exposure. You know what I mean? Because you over there, you are able to buy them in small things. You don't need to buy a whole one or a whole batch of 1,000. So that's actually maybe something I might do. I might throw it like $1,000 over there and just try to get a
Yeah,
few Atom.
exactly. Yeah, that definitely could be, that it solves a pain point currently.
Yeah,
We're gonna see how Unisat, allows you to allot your item and list it and stuff because, obviously if you can do it in any increment on Unisat, then that's gonna be good. If not, then Gate.io will probably be the solution for that.
until Unisat brings in the swap. I think that's when you'll be able to do it. Like you'll be able to trade 5 or 6 of them.
One.
Yeah, or one of them exactly. So I think that's kind of the ultimate goal anyway, to bring all the atomical realms into the swap, and that way they can potentially add to your point, which I thought was a great point like a week ago, was that potentially that's how they get the stablecoin on because one sat could equal one USDC or one USDT or one US LYCT, like these other crazy ones, but some type of stable coin could live now through a Satoshi that is backed by, on the exchange. So,
Yeah, I think really the hurdle there is going to be collateral. because you can always have like these algorithmic stable coins, which you don't want,
Yeah.
just because collateral is really the best answer in my opinion, because when you get the algorithmic stable coin, then you have people start to look for holes like they found on
Yeah.
Luna, with Luna, right? And it tornadoed down, and so you just don't even want that option there. You want at least like enough collateral to feel comfortable to have run a stable coin, because people are going to be bringing in and out like millions of dollars once this swap is going to be up and running.
Well, I think we both agree that Unisat made a crap load of money, right? They made potentially $1 billion. For them to create their own stablecoin and put it in their own swap where they control it is probably nothing for them.
Who?
For them to take Unisat, for them to take, let's just say, I don't know, $100 million and of collateral and put that into a stablecoin to get it started, that won't be hard for them. Like, I think they have that in Sats. Because Sats is
Yeah,
$1 billion
but
market cap. I'm sure they
but
have $100 million.
yeah, and I don't know what they would need to start it, but also like proof of reserves is also like a big deal, right? Like with Tether, they always talk about
Yeah.
how they haven't had many audits, but then they come back and say that they do get audited quite often. So I don't know. It's just kind of like this thing where like if they can get it done in terms of collateral, and that will be the biggest hurdle in my opinion. But like I said before, they have stable tokens. They had stable tokens everywhere on every EVM chain last year, right? So we'll see what happens if the technicals of Atomicals allows them to do this, then I don't see what would stop them,
Yeah,
right?
because the problem with BRCs is that you have to pack a bunch of satoshis together, right, in a UTXO, right? With the way that they do it over on Atomicals, it's one satoshi. So that to me is a way around that, and that makes it easier for them to maybe create their Unisat stablecoin. Because I think Unisat wants to do that. I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying, in my opinion, why wouldn't they want their own stablecoin in their own swap?
Yeah. It's just I guess the question is like, when will that happen? Because
Soon.
some of the people that we talk to that has a little bit of knowledge, on what they're doing over there, says that it could be somewhere like between like 1 to 3 months of them. And this was back in November, but it's definitely needed.
Yeah.
I have my retirement honk up in there, so I'm really hoping that they do get that stable token in there, and like we took a look at like I think it's satx.io or satsx.io,
Yeah.
which you can toggle between different protocols like pipe, atomicals, and ordinal inscription fungible tokens like a BRC20 and CBRC20s.
Yep.
And I imagine that that's what the swap is going to be similar to, like to where you can toggle, except for like you're swapping instead of this NFT style trading atmosphere, which is what that satsx.io look like. So I think they're just trying to get to that point. At the end of the day, like when we talked to Saturn yesterday and we've talked to other founders and developers, the ultimate goal is to be able to make the UI as seamless and easy as possible for the end user. That is what's going to get people to start trading on Bitcoin.
I agree.
So that's awesome, man. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that. Because
is Realms next? Is Realms next?
I don't know, but like, we'll see if another larger exchange picks it up, because Gate picked up Track before, right?
Gate has Track, yeah. Gate has
Track.
Gate has a lot of tokens. Has a lot.
Yeah. So that should help. But we'll see what happens. I'm big on Atomicals. I think that they're number 2 like environment ecosystem, BRC420. Them too, like they're obviously right there, but like once they add that fungible side in, that's what's gonna really, I think, like push like that. And it's like I think it's good for Jeffrey and his team that they have their niche, you know what I mean? It's like metaverse assets, and then it's going to be fungible tokens that you can wrap and stuff like that. So like when I think about like the competing like major ones, sometimes I forget about them, but I don't forget about them because they're not like a huge player. I know they're a huge player, but they like dominate their niche. Like no one competes with them in that niche, in terms of like bitmap marketplace. Like
Yeah.
they're going to own that. Like I would bet like pretty much anything that they're going to own that because like no, there's nothing else right now, is there?
No, nothing. I mean, like Bitoshi and Track are saying they're building something. Seen absolutely nothing, right? Nothing at all. And what Jeffrey's doing when they just did a full rebrand around Bitmap Tech, right? Bitmap.tech is their new name. Like it's and Bitmap.game, and it's just absolutely amazing how they just came in and they adopted this thing and they took it. I mean, and someone's commented today and said like Track is the infrastructure for Bitmap. No, BRC420 is the infrastructure for Bitmap. So that is
Yeah. Well, I
you
think
can see that.
they're probably talking about the indexing because Track did start the indexing. You know, you would hope that like probably Unisat has probably been indexing bitmaps because I think that wouldn't be too hard to do right off the jump. You
Well,
know, like
Majid is
if
doing it too.
yeah, so as long as other indexers are there, then there's not like a centralized indexing for
Yeah,
bitmap, which I think would be horrible for bitmap. And like I'm still you know, pretty big on Track and stuff like that, me personally. I feel like, you know, that they've come a long way from where they started. They got, you know, they got funding to help with some things that they needed
yeah,
help with. But we'll see what happens, right? In the next 6 months. I think there's going to be a lot of, we're actually already starting to see this. Like we're starting to see kind of like these, like, except for us, I think for the most part, like even us, sometimes we bump heads with certain people, but like we don't intentionally. But
yeah.
like I'm seeing like groups of people that you wouldn't think would bump heads like 3 months ago, starting to bump heads now. And it's weird. It's like super weird. Even like from the higher like Ordfluencers that were like, we thought they were all homies. Like they're now like
I
freaking, it
know.
seem like they hate each other now, right?
It
You know, it's
does.
like
It really does.
because they're like against each other's narratives and stuff. You know what I mean? Like with the whole sub 100K stuff and
Mm.
all this stuff. And like when those people were talking bad about Node Monkeys, I was like, wait a second, aren't they like tight with the Node Monkeys people? You know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
was just like this big like thing to where I feel like people are very kind of like it's almost like resource guarding with like
Yeah.
dogs, you know, like where like that dog has its food and then like it might have grown up with this other dog, but like the other dog comes around when this dog's
Yep.
eating, he's gonna let him know, hey, this is my food. And I
Yeah.
feel like we're at a place like where that is in the market or in the community, and I think that we need to kind of like chill out a little bit, go, you know, do whatever you gotta do to chill
Yeah.
out, take a breath or whatever. Because remember, some of these people you were calling like your homies and friends not
Yeah.
long ago.
I love that analogy because that's so true. They're all guarding their bags, right? Their food is their bags, and they're like, Leonidas and his low inscription bags, and then Trevor and his hey, it doesn't matter. My ninjas have high inscriptions, right? So it's pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wonder how that Ordinals show's gonna keep going. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just
I
gonna be
think they're
Jan. It's just gonna be Jan.
yeah, that's funny. No, I'm sure they're mature adults, hopefully, and
Yeah.
everybody gets through that. But all right, this next one, let's jump into it. Wow, this was crazy. Like, so I did see this. The parrot, the number 2 inscription
Yep.
ever, had an offer of 18.2 Bitcoin today. Remains unanswered, meaning that the owner has not accepted yet. So, how much is 18.2 Bitcoin in USD right now?
I
Here, let
don't
me see.
know.
I can see. Let me
So
pull it up
this
here.
is the inscription right here.
So that
I
is
like it, man. I like the
seven
dance.
hundred. Yeah, so that's $790,000 for that inscription. Wow, I thought it'd be in the millions. 18.2 Bitcoin. Wow,
Well,
790,000.
it's listed for 32, and this guy hasn't budged
Uh
yet on this offer.
gotcha.
Yo, can we just
That's
start doing this
wild.
before the show?
Dude, I thought so. Yeah, this is crazy, man. So that was number 2, a
Yeah,
a a, a GIF or GIF, however you
yeah.
want to say it,
And no,
was
number one was obviously I don't want to show that.
yeah, yeah.
You
I,
see
I
that?
thought no. Oh yeah, but then there was number 0. That's why.
Yeah. And
Casey's was number 0.
this is
Yeah,
0. Yeah, yeah.
that's
This
the
is 0.
technically the first one right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What's number 3?
So
This is actually fun. I haven't done this. What is that?
I don't know. It looks like some. It kind of looks like a QR, like a unfinished QR code.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow, Andy Warhol. That's pretty cool. I like
so
that.
790K, like what do you think? Is that, would you, if you were the owner, would you take that right now?
Yes. Yes.
For
Yes.
number the second ever?
Bitcoin's at 40K and I think it's going to 250 to 300,000, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like I
18.2 Bitcoin is
I think
probably a fair offer for that. Yeah, I would definitely take
you
it.
know what I mean? Like I think that 18 Bitcoin is going to be close to $2 or $3 million before the end of the cycle. Like that's life
Yeah,
changing money, especially for someone like me, and especially
yeah,
someone who just all they did was be early, right? They're potentially friends
yeah,
with Casey.
yeah,
So
probably. But man, that's a crazy offer there.
yeah, and I think all this stuff when Bitcoin hits that 250 number, I think this stuff sells for like 9 Bitcoin because Bitcoin's going to be like 200K. That's 2 million.
Yeah,
10,
yeah,
10
that's
Bitcoin's
true.
$2 million
I think
dollars.
the large ones will pull back some, and then maybe some of the smaller ones will kind of jump up a little bit, like the lower
Yeah,
price ones. We'll see what happens with that though.
for sure.
But yeah, so that's crazy. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully he accepts. I mean, I don't really care, but like,
I mean,
I
if,
think it'd
if he
be,
has plenty of Bitcoin, which if you're friends with Casey, you probably do. So
yeah, yep, yep, yep. All right, this next one right here is Elon Musk. So like, dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, does he has to know about ordinals? I mean, like he knows about ordinals. Come on. Like he's
yeah,
not dumb. He's a smart guy. Like he's into tech. He's into crypto. He knows about ordinals. And it's almost kind of like he's preempting like this like move that they might be making. You know what I mean? Like, because this is the
I didn't
second
think
time.
of that. I
Well, this
didn't
is the
think of
second.
that.
Is this not the second time he's mentioned like the big like downside to NFTs is that they point to IPFS links and they don't
Yeah.
live on chain. And
What
he
if that
posts.
was Elon who offered 18.2 Bitcoin?
I don't think so.
No, I got it. I've cut you off, my bad.
But like, the thing about him was he actually. So what did he say today? He said something. I'm gonna read it exactly.
Yeah.
Um, he said. He said something like, or why don't, or something like code in the image, code the image into the chain or something like that. And basically, pretty much what he said on camera.
Yeah.
But and then everybody, I think I might have like reposted it. There it is. He said, yeah, at least encode the JPEG on the blockchain is what he said.
Yeah.
And so then like I reposted that. I was like, Elon out here advocating for ordinals again. Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah. I saw that.
yeah, and so like it's the second time he's brought it up.
It
It's a
is.
great point. And so after that happened, people, I don't know if they were from the Chinese community or from the Western world community, but they jumped on BRC420. They inscribed
Yep.
the music video of some. Oh, Elon said, "What happened to this?" Because it was a music video of NFTs, and I think it might have like this. It got disconnected from the IPFS link or something before. That's why I was asking about it. And then someone immediately down inscribed it and then deployed it on BRC420 with 42,000 mints, and it minted out in minutes, and it crashed. I talked to Jeffrey. He said it crashed the site 4 times, crashed the server, and so like they're like, yeah. So they're trying
Jeffrey's
to get
not getting
everything
no
back
sleep.
up.
No sleep
Yeah.
for Jeffrey tonight. Jeffrey, we appreciate you, buddy, and all your hard work that's going into getting this back up.
Yep. So are these traditional NFTs on Ethereum, the IPFS links, are they going to die because like this is the second time he's brought it up?
I,
Is that narrative just going to bring less value to those?
no, I think they'll all be inscribed into like all the ETH ones will be inscribed into Ethereum inscriptions and they'll be airdropped to the holders. I think that is the easiest way around it. And that'll be the official, so all the indexers will look at that as the official, let's just say Board 8 Yacht Club number 73 or something. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that's the way it's going to be. They're going to have to inscribe them in chain and they're going to have to airdrop them to the holders. That's the only way it's going to work.
Yeah.
But
So the
that'll
narrative
give
of
it better value.
IPFS is really going to die except for maybe specific use cases for it. like maybe like business uses or something, to where like, it's like long documents or something that like you
Yeah,
don't want to put on chain maybe, and then you can just point it and it's not a big deal. Well,
yeah.
actually documents would be a big deal because you don't want that to the IPFS server to die on that. Or
I think they'll work together. I think you'll mint it as an NFT and then get the airdrop version on chain. You know what I mean? So like let's just say if you want to do a collection and you want to hide the collection, maybe you do it that way first, and then the holders all could get their, before it's tradable, you get their inscriptions. Like I feel like you can really put that together and make it one. You get both versions. You get the on-chain version and you get the other version, and potentially you can do both with it. You know what I mean? And like maybe like almost like parent-child, to where your IPFS link is maybe the parent and the inscription is the child.
well, you might be able to be like more flexible with the IPFS link, because like let's say if you wanted to like picture frame it or
Yeah,
something like that. And I don't know, I don't think it would be too hard to do that
yeah,
with ordinals, but like I do think that IPFS, there's going to be some use cases for it. So I don't think it dies, but I do agree with Elon. Like from a logical standpoint,
yeah.
you want that asset to live on forever.
Well, the best part of crypto is innovation, and this is just another step towards innovation, right? This is taking something old and making it new, and I think
Yep.
that's what inscriptions are, and what they're going to be. So I think there's room for improvement in everything, even ordinals. So
Yep. All right, this kind of flows into our next thing. So,
yeah,
it looks like a lot of ordinal websites got DDoS attacked today.
yeah,
You had Casey Rodermer, the ordinals.com
for the
URL that
first time.
that they own, and said basically, you can see here, says first DDoS of ordinals.com. Anyone have any idea what's going on? So that got attacked. Also, Unisat got attacked multiple times yesterday, but Unisat's gotten attacked before. But like,
Yeah,
the ARC20s, that wallet integration was happening yesterday, so it was like the worst timing for that. And then today, like BRC420 also, I think, also had an attack as well. So it's just like, it seems like someone's like attacking ordinal websites specifically, not
yep.
just crypto websites, but ordinal websites. And I made a little joke, and I put multiple ordinal sites are being DDoS. Who are the culprits? Perhaps someone who enjoys a feline steak and his gang of lamos. So I got a pretty good response from the ordinal community about that. But like, obviously, I was talking about Luke Dash Jr. and his
Yeah.
gang of lames. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's coordinated?
Yeah, I think this is a 100% coordinated attack from Laser Eyes. I think Laser Eyes are very smart. They're very techy, and I'm 100% serious.
I think they're
No,
very
they are.
podcasty. I think certain ones, but most of
Well,
them, no.
the
Like
no, there's some core Bitcoiners who
most
hate
of them
ordinals.
probably have like that Bitcoin coin, and then they just like
Yeah.
show their friends. This is this is the answer. This is right here. This is the
If
coins. The
you got
answer.
in Bitcoin in 2009, 2010, you are a very techie guy.
I
Yes.
don't agree. Now,
2011 is
now,
when Matt Kaiser got in,
yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
2013.
Okay, so
But I think if you
2009.
that
Yeah,
was hardcore. I don't know where to put this crap at. I'm putting this stuff in a laptop. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That wasn't the Matt Kaiser yet. Matt Kaiser
yeah.
didn't get into like 2000, late
But those
2010, early
2009
2011.
guys aren't the ones that like are hating us right now. The ones that
Well,
are
I'm just
hating us are like the Max
yeah,
Kaiser's guys
that's
that were
true.
like
The yeah,
2012
what was that one guy's name who was
earliest. Who?
did the Udi?
Brinsdale?
No, I did the Udi. He's like Udi. Oh, he's
Oh,
screaming out Udi and stuff.
Greg
Greg
Foss.
Voss. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you think it's Well, those guys have lots of money though. Can't they just hire people to attack it?
So no, it's not about them. It's about within their community. There is like developers like Luke Dash Jr. and then
Yeah,
there's people that are like that, skilled like him or whatever. But when you think of Laser Eyes, I don't think of like developer at all.
okay,
Actually, I think of more of like sound money.
yeah,
Here's a book on finance, and
yeah,
this is like the fundamentals of like how to be safe with your finances and that kind of mentality.
For sure.
But you do have the Luke Dash Juniors and people like that are probably being funded by them, and because they want to be relevant and control the narrative and have their hierarchy of being on top. Like they want to be the best. You know what I mean? Like, and stay the best. Which I think that's a natural human kind of thing, but at the same time, you have to be mature and open enough to realize that, hey, look, like I can still like manage my own situation, and maybe my group of friends situation. We can do what we want, but like Bitcoin is made for anybody to use the chain how they please. If they do it something illegally through that, then that person will get in trouble through the law enforcement. You know what I mean? Like through the justice system, just like people in the past have. But in like putting JPEGs on someone told me that ordinal inscriptions are fraud. And I go, putting art on chain is not fraud. It's beautiful or whatever. I was just kind of, yeah, so it was pretty funny back and forth. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be like an ongoing thing that we see more of this?
Yeah, but I think it's good. I think this is a good thing that's happening. I think what it's going to do is going to cause the servers get stronger, because like these seem to be very weak attacks. Just not gonna, like a lot of basically it's just calling the website up so many times. And I think this is good. I think Casey needs to do a lot more cybersecurity and stuff like that, so nothing happens in the future that is like really bad. So I think these are really good. We haven't entered the bull market yet. We're still in very early days, and I think that what this is doing, and this is strengthening the security of ordinals. And I think this is actually probably the best thing that can happen. They do it now than rather do it in a year from now. So
yeah, I think it's good to kind of put people just on alert, because we've been so like in chill mode, because there isn't a bunch of like this is I agree with you. I think this is probably coordinated, probably from like that group of people, because like there was no attacks before this, because usually when you have attacks in DeFi and crypto, it's to get like a trick to suck liquidity somehow, right?
Yeah.
But you can't really do that too much here unless like someone literally takes like someone walks you through it and you take steps through a Discord and click a link and all that stuff, right? But this wasn't about that. This was more about let's disrupt their market flow.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And so. Ordinals.com is, it was the first indexer, right? So it's to go after the first index. There's no other reason to attack Ordinals. They have no marketplace. They have no wallet. Like there's nothing there to, that'll affect anything besides the indexer. So they're coming at the indexer. They're not just coming for like Unisat's marketplace anymore. They're coming at the indexers. And that's kind of scary. But I think what that'll do, that'll put cybersecurity in Casey's mind, and so this doesn't happen in the future.
Yep. All right. So we've talked a lot about Saturn lately, but this is just a quick little, we're not going to spend too much time on it, but Saturn version 3 is live. They announced today that like if you use their ordering book, then you will qualify for the rug token airdrop, as well as I think if you are a holder of the block gods, I believe as well. So that's another thing too. You can find those as BLOCK gods. You can find those on Magic Eden as well. So I just wanted to do a PSA, but see if we can pull it up.
Yeah, I'm on it now, and
404. I got a 404.
All right.
Let me see. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, see, it's different. Probably got to spend a little time on it before we show it, because it wants to like add wallets and stuff.
It is different here, but
oh, they got the referral link he was talking about here now too, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You can top up your trading account, huh?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It is.
But yeah, so we'll do like a little review video on there. But yeah, it is up there, or it is upgraded. It's going to be interesting once they start releasing the ring tokens, because the ring, it says for the ring airdrop. Maybe the ring is their first token, right? So
Well,
we'll
he said he
see.
wasn't doing that.
Well, Rug is the token, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Ring
Okay.
is going to be interesting. They said it was really simplified. We'll see what happens. The docs get dropped here in the next couple days.
Yeah.
That's something that we're going to dive into.
For sure.
Next thing, real quick, Xverse adding new token standard to wallet. Are they going to add a new token standard? They put a vote out today, or a poll that said basically, here, I'm going to share my screen. Man, this CBRC, man, gets a lot of love here. But it says, good morning,
Really is.
Bitcoin. Which protocols are you most bullish to see in Xverse? Runes is a given. Runes is a given, huh? Runes is a given. Okay. So you had Atomicals, which it's kind of been shocking to me that Atomicals lately, like when I run polls, they're not getting as much love as I thought. Like this is weird. Unisat added them. I think that will change once people start using it. Do you think people just don't want to like? Is it like piped to us for them? You think like to where they just
if they don't understand it, and I feel like Unisat's about to simplify it for them. And once they get their, once they go in and start buying like a few with their Unisat wallet, I think that's when you're going to really see a boost with CBRC20 and stuff. It's just one of those things that just came out of nowhere, and I think a lot of guys got in real early. And it seemed to me it's like a lot of the tap guys are in CBRC20. Am I wrong?
really?
It
I
really
don't
feels
know.
that way. Like
I mean,
Maddie's in there, and
yeah,
a lot of the guys in our Discord are in there, and a lot of our guys in our Discord, they're all tap guys. So
yep. And then so CRBC20 won this vote, won this vote at 52%
that
here.
vote, yeah.
And then, well, that's what some people are thinking, that it was botted, but that you see the Stamps SRC20. By the way, Stamps is getting listed on OKX.
Wow.
I think the Stamp token maybe, or Kevin, one of those two. But and then you had Track like follow up with it, right? So they were neck and neck for a while. But it's Xverse is going to add another standard. So like I don't know if they're trying to follow like Unisat here and add another protocol standard to their wallet, but it seems like that's what they're doing. What do you think? You think that's what's going to happen next?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Atomicals, right? Because it's a very monkey see monkey do marketplace, when because they're always copying Unisat, it seems like. So I think Atomicals and they're probably going to see some toothies and stuff up there, especially with there's people that are making some stuff over there. Like we got the base community coming out now, so they're making some really cool stuff. Shout out Bean. Shout out the base community. So I'm excited for what they're going to be building over there. And I do think it's Atomicals. And I think, and they came out and they said, did they say CBRC 20s is too early? Didn't that what the wallet said? I'm pretty sure. The wallet came out and said like the CBRC 20 is just too early.
Xverse?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they came out and said that.
After this poll?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure, but it is early,
it's too early.
But we'll see what happens. Speaking of based, like that's crazy. That's an announcement as well, but we'll get into that in a second. So I think what they're doing is, do you consider Xverse a competitor of Unisat?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Of the wallets.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but like of the wallets, right? Like,
I feel like Xverse and Magic Eden are pretty tight. I feel like that is one entity, and I think they're both in competition with Unisat, the wallet, and the marketplace.
Yeah, but who do you think dominates the market?
Unisat.
You think so? Is it? Do you feel like it's close? Do you feel like it's like a pretty big? I know, like I hate to say it because like I like Xverse. I use them for like stuff. My least favorite, and this is nothing against like leather or anything, but it's just my least favorite out of them, right? But like definitely, like if I were to bring someone over that wasn't from here, I would say just download the Unisat wallet. And maybe it has to do with the marketplace. Maybe Xverse should maybe, if they're thinking about like dominating one of these protocols, like maybe they should open a marketplace, for token protocols. But like that's why, I mean, it's also pretty easy to read and kind of the UI is probably the best in my opinion in terms of all the wallets. I don't know.
Well, the problem with Xverse to me is the fact that you can accidentally send your ordinals to the Bitcoin address, and then you can accidentally send your Bitcoin to the ordinals address. And if I was getting someone new in here, I would get them started with the Unisat wallet because you cannot make that mistake.
Yeah, you can always pull those back out though, but
You
still.
can, but a newbie's going to be like, "Oh
Oh
crap!"
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I've already helped out so many people already, and I just said, "Hey, just put your words into a Unisat wallet, and all your stuff will be there."
yeah.
Right. So that's just the easiest thing to do. If you have that issue with the Xverse, just put your words in Unisat wallet, and everything will be there. So
Yep. Man, we got a lot of news today, man.
I know we got next.
There's actually something I definitely want to go over real quick.
Yeah.
Where is it? I just want to make sure I pull it up.
Pull it up. Pull it up. We'll go back to that
Yep.
parrot. Where's that parrot at? Oh, there it is.
Okay, so this is interesting right here. So Binance Research talked about TAP protocol and OrdFi enabling protocol for Bitcoin ordinals has raised 4.2 million in funding, round led by Sora Ventures with plans to expand Bitcoin's capabilities in tokenization, gaming, and DeFi. So that's interesting that they're talking about that. Now it is Binance Research, which it just kind of goes over like different market highlights and different ecosystems. So they talk about a bunch of different stuff like Metis, DAO on Ethereum, Polygon. But the fact that they were in the news for them, what do you think? Do you think this is do you think they would embrace the TAP protocol, or is this just kind of like a little news clip for them, you think?
They talk about everything. The Binance research page, they really dig into things way early, and potentially it's on their radar. Though I'll give them that. TAP is definitely on their radar now, but from the research department to the marketplace, it's not the most. It's not the most
You
guaranteed
still got
thing.
a ways to go. You still got a
100%.
ways to go, but it is something though, right? It is something,
Yeah,
but there's still a ways to go.
I
I
don't
agree with that.
see track getting on Binance until it has an actual a team that's actually using Benny's indexing stuff, right? Like a bigger entity coming in and adopting it, or if these little semi projects like Tap and Pipe really start taking off. And
Well,
that's when you can see track
the
listed.
biggest thing that they're boasting about right now is the OrdFi capabilities of Tap, right? So
That's just words. It
I
doesn't
know,
mean anything.
I know, but what I'm saying is it's obviously boasted to the point to where it's gotten to Binance Research, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that so they talk about farming, they talk about staking, they talk about all these DeFi capabilities with OrdFi. Hold on. I know what you're thinking, but my point that I'm trying to make here is that they've claimed that this is something that's coming. In my opinion, for them to for what you were saying, one of these ecosystems underneath them has to take off. For Tap, it has to be, those things have to be fulfilled, right? Like they have to be able to show that they can do this OrdFi term using Tap protocol. If they can't do that, then I think Tap fails, in my opinion. But if they can do that, Tap will thrive. What do you think?
There's no marketplace. There's no wallet. There's no ecosystem. It's just that there's no farming. There's no staking. There's nothing. None of that shit
Yeah.
exists. It doesn't exist. So to me, all these damn words of OrdFi bullcrap, none of it exists. And you can tell me all this stuff is coming. I'm not coming at you. I'm just in general. We don't see anything. We've been
But
seeing
if
Santiago.
So
Like,
what my point is I agree with you in that. But if it happens, Tap succeeds. If it doesn't, Tap fails.
but that's like saying, if the ecosystem gets, it's just so large. It's been over 8 months now, a track or Tap since like July. It's just doesn't exist. Like he's working on Pipe, he
I
stopped
mean,
working on Tap and worked on
is
Pipe.
my statement true or is it false? Do you feel like
Can you repeat
if
the statement?
Tap you're so caught
Good.
up in your feels on this that you're like, okay, so if Tap fulfills the OrdFi functionalities, then the Tap protocol succeeds. If it doesn't, then it fails. Like even as just like a token trading type
Yeah,
of
but
thing.
you say that like Ordify is a real thing. You say that like this tapping
Well,
thing is actually
I'm saying
exists.
that as in like, we don't know, like we know what we've seen, which is not
Nothing.
except for token auth, right? Token auth is a function like that, like tokens don't have, or inscription tokens don't have. So that's
Yeah.
one function that we've seen. Um, the airdrop function is another one that we've seen. So those are
And
two. Those are
every other
two
protocol
functions.
has that.
That, I mean, being efficient with it, right? Like it doesn't cost you like thousands of dollars to do
Yeah.
it. So those two things, right? But the other stuff, like it's staking, farming stuff, like I don't know what they're building in the back end. I'm not a computer programmer, so
Yeah.
like I can't sneak into their GitHub and see like what's going on. Logic or theoretically, they could like also be waiting for like, okay, let's wait till Bitcoin gets to like 60 grand. We're going to release all this functionality of this, blah, blah, blah. My point that I'm making is they've obviously had, use these buzzwords to the point to where Binance research has picked it up. Right. So my thing is like they really have to kind of put up or shut up pretty soon with all that stuff, or it's not going to succeed, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if they do that, if they actually do put up at that moment, that's where I think it could really be successful for Trax token and then Tap. And then I don't know about Pipe because it's a totally different thing. But I understand where you are from. You're coming from everything that you've known, which we've known a lot because we've been here for a while. We've interviewed these people. We've talked to these people. We try to pry stuff out
Yeah.
of people just because that's our job. And everything that you've seen so far is like none of that. You know
No.
what I mean? So I see where you're coming from, but I'm speaking more from like a theoretical hypothetical, right? Like
Yeah.
a hypothetical situation.
When Jeffrey says something, it's 30 days away. When Unisat says something, it's 30 days away. When Benny from Track says something, it never comes. Like to me, when he stopped working on Tap to work on this I hate Pipe. Was to start working on Pipe was the biggest like red flag, white flag, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever seen. When he stopped working on Tap, it just showed that it's kind of like it's not working. For
Yeah.
you to stop your protocol to start building another protocol, it just shows me so many red flags, and then you want to go back to it and then use these dumbass buzzwords like Ordify. Like it's get out of here with this stuff.
Yeah.
But I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this thing is amazing, and I hope that it takes Ordinals to the next level. But from everything I saw, you don't even have a damn wallet. You don't even have a damn marketplace. Stop it. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
So to be devil's advocate here, on the other side of this argument, when he did focus on Pipe, it was whenever Casey dropped runes, and he was like laser eyed focused on like, oh, this might be where everything's going. So I understand why he did that. But I also understand the frustration for the people that were holding Tap tokens
Yeah.
and wanting Tap to really move forward.
Dude, there's a
Um,
Pipe marketplace, but there's no Tap marketplace. Like, and
yeah.
then you got
Well, I
Binance
mean,
talking
besides
about. Well,
Ordinal's wallet.
it's yeah. I mean, yeah.
There's
I gotta
not a
get rid of.
dedicated one. There's not a
Yeah.
dedicated one, but anyways, um we'll wrap it up with this
Yeah.
here. I feel like it's we're gonna see something I think soon with like that Gib functionality
I
because
hope so.
he posted on that today again, like how it's gonna be like coming up real soon. So it's gonna be interesting, nevertheless, right? We'll
Yeah.
see what happens with that.
Yeah. And like I said,
Um,
I'm gonna say it one more time, just so everyone knows. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm tired of Santiago and his bad deadlines of having a tap marketplace by December, and then even a beta, nothing. It's just frustrating. It's just like, are you guys even? I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
We can go to the next thing.
Last thing we'll talk on is based artist groups are launching on Atomicals with
Yeah.
Rekt. So I couldn't really get too much information from Bean, but he did let me know it is something, and he announced it. I think he said 6 weeks ago on his Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's something coming up, and I've seen some new art that he's been kind of posting. I wonder if it's that really cool, the crown art with the outline and stuff.
It
Looks
cool.
really dope, man. I
Yeah.
like that. Definitely, I would partake in that mint. Hopefully it's not a D mint, because I get my CPU powered matching the hash and all that stuff. But nevertheless, I'm definitely gonna pick up whatever they're doing, because I know they're just super creative. So look out for that. It's coming soon. If you're not following the based artist on X, then go and follow them. Go follow Bean as well. He's the founder of that group, and we're a part of them as well. But it's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be like the first big brand that goes over there from Bitcoin ecosystem.
I think it's something like this. I think this is going to be the art that they're going to be posting.
I love it, man.
I love it too. I love the black and white. I really think that's amazing. Shout out
And
Bean,
it's like this.
man.
It's kind of like this little kid scientist, right?
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
Look how cool this is, bro. That is some detail, man. That is so good.
Yeah,
so good. Excited for that.
Yep. So just keep your eyes and ears open for that, and we're excited. And congrats to Bean and Base for doing this, because, like I said, it's going to be the first kind of brand, big brand, recognizable brand that goes over there. And I think it's big for Atomicals. I think it's big for Base.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, man.
I think that's all, man. We covered a lot.
We're 50 minutes in. We haven't done the markets yet.
Yeah, we're gonna do the markets here.
I'm sorry for the rant, guys. I just feel passionately. I'm just so tired of buzzwords. Every time I hear buzzwords, it just drives me nuts. We're way past that now. We don't need buzzwords anymore. We're legit marketplaces, and we don't even some of them don't even have it. So.
Yep. All right, so let's check out the BRC20 market weekly market update here. We're going to start with Sats. It's down 4.17% in 24-hour volume. Okay, so it looks like it bounced back a little bit. It went all the way down to 607, I want to say 75. Now it's back to 80, so it's picking back up. I think the all-time high it would be 992 or 94 around there. So that's what we're looking for. This is a new token, I believe, that minted not long ago. I saw it on Genie data. So it's Sykes maybe. So it's 0.0048. There is 1 billion token supply there. And it is up 66.6%. .com is up 5.76% in 24-hour volume at $3.91. And then you have SAT down $2.4% on the 24-hour. Ghosty is down 0.43%. So Ghosty was one that I was watching. This dropped all the way down. The floor is 78 cents, guys. This wow. This could be a good entry. I'm looking for probably more of if the whole space kind of just bleeds out a little bit more. If this can get down to 55 cents is where I'm looking for me specifically. But everybody has their own targets. But that's my target to re-enter. I hold Ghosty, but I did take profit, some profit earlier, and so that 55 cent would be my re-entry there. Get out of this, and then let's see. Ordi is number 6, up 10.76%, sitting at $74. So again, Ordi and Sats are right at their all-time highs. Let's hope for them both kind of blowing past that, because the rest of the BRC20 market will follow. Track is number 7, down 9.56%. It took a hit earlier, and it's still at $5.54. So kind of been taking a hit. I've been waiting for Track to kind of blow up. I think we'll see the next leg up. Maybe I think what was the highest Track got this time?
$7.70.
Okay, so we still need to break the $10 mark. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in that, because you had BTCS get all the way to $10. You know, they're both 21 million supply. So I do think Track sees at least $15 to $20 in the next 3 months, but we'll see what happens there. Evolve token is number 8 in total volume, down 6.34%, sitting at 11 cents. So Evolve is the token that is was launched by I'm So Chris and Bitmap Valley. So I know there's a lot of backers with that. The BMP token is down 28.3% in total volume. It is sitting at 1 cent. So, just one purchase and we're back to a $20 million market cap. BMP's last day to claim is 12/31. So if you have bitmaps, just know that the 31st is the last day to claim. After that, there should be some, relief for sell pressure. So, we'll see if that token ends up popping off. INSC is up 28.66%. The council is up 2.55%. This token is at $173.77. There was a Spaces today I jumped in. ToshiPad is live, guys, I believe. And then
wait, what?
ToshiPad, I believe, is live, and they have a project that's going to be launching, I believe, soon. So do some research on that. I believe if you hold the council token, you will get an airdrop of the Toshi token, the ToshiPad token. So jump in there, do some research on that. Number 12 is URAT. It is even here. Wizard at number 13, up 45.56%. BTC is even. Bit is even at 0. CU is up 52.17%. 0001 down 31.28% on the 24-hour. PATX is up 9.59%. Shint is up 16.44%. Satoshi Hunters this is the Satoshi Hunter. So if you guys remember Francis, what was this show called?
Uncensored.
Francis Dune Uncensored. Francis Dune Uncensored. So he used to cover Ordinals and BRC20s. Kind of disappeared for a bit, but his team had created a project called Shint, which is Satoshi Hunters, and I believe they would hunt for rare Satoshis and all that stuff. They have started to be active again on their Twitter, so you can check them out. The price is back up to 7 cents. It is a 21 million supply token. Then you have RCSV. This is not their official token. This is a community token. It is up 4.78% on volume for the 24-hour. It is at 58 cents. OXBT is down 9.17%, sitting at 4 cents. Ords is up 13.92%, and then OD is up 23.64%. So BRC20 market is kind of weird right now, guys. I feel like, like I said, Sats and Ordi have been just really kind of playing with their all-time highs, just kind of, tiptoeing on those numbers. And once they blow past it, that the rest of the market will follow. That is the weekly BRC20 market update.
And I'll take it from here, and I'll go over your ordinals. I mean, what are the digital artifact part of it? So we'd like to do this on magiceden.io. That's my favorite place to buy digital artifacts. And we got Bitmap taking a little bit down on the day. Bitmap sitting at 0.0068, got all the way up to about 0.0078. Man, this thing's been a rocket ship to the moon. On the shoulders of what they're doing on BRC420. You think that's the reason why bitmaps are flying so high, or do you think people just finally recognize the value?
Well, I think that people in the overall DeFi space realize that there's other chains and protocols that are launching their version of bitmaps. And so in their mind, they're like, okay, the premium is bitmap. That's the Bitcoin version before it really blows up. Yeah. So that's my opinion about why is just, and then there's just so much stuff that's coming towards it, so I think there's going to be a lot of stuff with bitmap, man, like benefits. Like we've already seen it without like us really getting into the bull market really deep. But like, I think later on, there's going to be so many offerings of like airdrops and stuff, like crazy stuff. So
yeah, for sure. And then you got Bitcoin Frog sitting at 0.2995, man. Frog's up to about 0.4, but I think this is a really good dip for them. It really gets because smart money does not buy pumps. Smart money buys dips, and this is because that's what you want. You want smart money to come in here because smart money is going to hold this to the end of the bull market. So I think that this is a really good, something really good for the frogs right here. Really good buying price as well. Not financial advice, but and we got Bitcoin punks. Sitting in the 3 spot, man. I think I was wrong about Bitcoin punks, man. They really have some staying power. I remember like when they were at 0.00. Remember they were at 0.002 at one point.
Yeah.
They were like number 11 back here, and now they're number 3, man. They're flying up. And congratulations to all Bitcoin punks holders. I was not a believer, but like I like to say I'm wrong on things, and I was definitely wrong about Bitcoin punks. And we have have you seen this one? Bitty blocks. This
No,
is weird.
bit blocks. Yep.
Bit blocks, yeah. This is new.
Yeah, I haven't really taken
Take a
a
deep dive
dive
into
into
that.
it yet.
And we got rocks.
That's
What
also a
is
new one. That one's a weird one. It was like they used just the like weird special characters to build
and guys,
their
I'm on the 7-day. Like I'm not on the hour. You know what I mean? This is crazy. And we got in the 6th spot, we got Ordinal Maxiviz sitting at 0.48. This has been here for a while, sitting at half of Bitcoin. Then we have BEVM white paper. This has been in the top 12 for weeks now. Then we have micronomes, right? I think that's what it is. Micronomes. I have to struggle with this every week, guys. Sitting at 0.01. Fuzzy Fox sitting at 0.0185. And then we got the Monkeys 21. This is a newer project. It's really cheap. I guess this is a okay. These are node monkeys.
yeah. I think is that the honorary ones or no?
No, this is just. It looks like they copied the art.
Oh yeah, maybe they front ran them or something.
Yeah. Yep. So this who knows what this will be here. So be careful on that one. And we got Root sitting at 0.0329 and then BitDog sitting at 0.0125. So that is your digital artifact update. I'll send that back to you for the we can't do BRC420, so we'll have to skip that for this one. So do you want to do Ordinals wallet with the
Yeah, I'll do the Ordinals wallet and then you can get the atomicals ready. So
Sounds good.
yeah, BRC420, the website is they're trying to get that all kind of fixed and stuff. So we won't be able to do that market today. But for tap tokens, let's take a look here. Gib has the most volume overall, is sitting at, let's see here, 15 cents. There's definitely been some dip there, but could be a good entry. Like I mentioned before, Gib is the one that, Benny and all them talk about the most. So we'll see if that bounces back. Based has been kind of, hitting around this 4,000 range. So sitting at 3,900. I know that the snapshot's done and all that stuff. So they're maintaining their price, man. So I'm impressed with them. We actually are going to be jumping on a call with them on Saturday, right after our spaces, because they're going to walk us through what they said. I think the protocol is Lambda. That's going to be launching on their launchpad, their first project, but supposedly they're bringing smart contracts to Bitcoin layer 1. So we're gonna be hopefully proven wrong, but we'll see. And then number 3 is Miner, part of the Dark City ecosystems at $3.70. And then you have RPG sitting here at 5 cents. RPG is, look, they already have their brand up here, so this one's going to be interesting. I think this I want to say they have some sort of connection with CBRC20s as well. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they definitely dropped, but they were doing like airdrops and stuff for people. It's a 21 million supply token. OrdFi is next with volume there. And OrdFi has been pretty decently strong. They're 15 cents and there's a 21 million supply. So it's the same price as Gib, but a smaller supply. And then you have Dark, which is a part of Dark City's ecosystem. So you have Miner, Dark, and I think those are the only two. $2.55 there with a 10 million supply. Bitmap. So guys, I think someone needs to start a Bitmap on tap community Twitter. Who's going to volunteer? The floor is 8 cents, but it's pretty thin here. It jumps right to 11, 12, and then 20. And I think that, like I mentioned, this has the second highest holder count of all the tokens on tap. So I think there's opportunity with the Bitmap on tap token. Maybe it could be like a meme token for the community, but yeah, that'd be interesting. Then you have Troll here. Troll is a 21 million supply. They're really strong with their social media. They're sitting at 3 cents. And then Benny is 210,000 supply, $6.98. So jumped up a little bit here. And then let's see if there's any I'm missing here. And I think that's it. Really, that's all the big ones because all these other ones have really, really low volume. So that is the tap token, the tap protocol update for this week.
And I'll take you guys over to Atomicals at Atomicals Marketplace. This will probably be the last week that we use Atomicals Market. I think next week we'll use Unisat, which is absolutely amazing because that news is groundbreaking, and I can't wait to start inscribing stuff over there. So I'm very excited for Unisat to come and take this. But we got Atom sitting almost at $15. Atom with the listing with Gate.io, I think was huge. Took this thing up about $3 overnight. So that was a nice see. Realm, which is that number 2 over here. I mean, Realm's at $15 million market cap, and there's really no competitor for it. There's this one buy here that's really holding things back. Look, this is 82, but then 83 is like right behind it, and this is one giant buy. It seems like what they do is they put this big buy there, and anything that comes before it, they buy it up. Because there's stuff that gets put before it, people that just want to floor their stuff, they gotta put it up front of 0.82, and that really keeps this market down. So some big whale to me is accumulating this, which is exciting because I am a Realm holder. So come on,
is that not showing you the market no more?
No, I think I clicked in it too fast. Let me just try to re-up it.
It might want you to get into the wallet or something.
No, it was just fine a second ago. Can you see it on yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where are you at?
Electron. I can just use your screen. So Electron sitting at 0.007 with a 6.5 million dollar market cap. And we got Neutron sitting at 0.002. Guys, just so you guys know, the lowest these ones can go down to is 1 set. So this can only lose about 75% max. Like it cannot go down 99%. That's one thing special about Atomicals that people really don't know about. But that's sitting at $3 million market cap. I really like Electron and Neutron and Proton. I just think it's cool. I think, how BRC20s had their had their animals. I think Atomicals kind of have their chemicals, right? So there's their 4th grade science projects and stuff like that. So and we got AVM sitting in that 5th spot, sitting with a $6 million market cap. And D-Mint, I love D-Mint, like decentralized minting. It has nothing to do with actually decentralized minting. It's just another meme, kind of like OrdFi, but sitting there at $1.9 million. And then Proton just came on the scene, sitting at $700 million market cap. Don't really want to go any lower than that because a lot of these other tokens are really risky. So we'll just stop it there.
Awesome. All right.
Man.
It's a good update.
Yeah, I feel like I went a little too hard though on tap, but I feel a little regret. What do you think about that? What's your opinion on my opinion on tap?
Well, I mean, I just think that you're you're passionate about your opinions in general, which is fine because that's just that you want to get your point across, and I think that people need to realize that like this is a show that covers the space for the viewers and for people that are new and for the people that have been in the space. And so like these are our opinions based on our experience that have been here, but it doesn't mean that like we're not right all the time, you know what I mean? And so like we're just voicing our opinion, some of our frustration, some of our excitement, and when believe me, whenever like we feel like there's something great happening, we praise the projects like left and right. So I think it's a fair take, at the same time, I think that like the viewers, you guys need to do your own research as well. This show is only to be just an element of your research, right? Your overall research. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think you just put a nice bow on that. So thank you for that. But guys, please hit the like for us. Please hit the subscriber. We're at 6,200 guys. Absolutely amazing. Just thank you guys so much for that. It's been actually an amazing journey, and we so thankful you guys are joining us on it. So if you guys cannot watch, you can definitely listen. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on so much more. And yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. And we have some lives coming up this week, and
Tomorrow.
make sure yeah, tomorrow and also Saturday, right?
Yeah, so Saturday we have Block and Eric.
Yep.
And then next Friday, the following Friday, not this Friday, we have Mattyverse coming on and just so many giveaways, dude. That list was insane.
Yeah, it's like Santa's list. But yeah, so make sure you jump into the lives. More giveaways like we always do. We love doing those for y'all. But other than that, y'all have a great rest of your week.
Yeah. Speaking of that, should we throw something in Maddie's giveaway? You want to put something together and get something nice for the giveaway?
We'll coordinate with them and do that.
Sounds good. All right, guys.
Peace.